Here we go.
Alrighty, let's see.
Here we go.
Okay.
You've been gone for so long. I'm running out of time.
I got a new opening.
Oh my word!
It's a new opening.
Nice.
I need a doctor.
That's me. I created this shit. Just for him.
I like it. Now it makes sense.
See? Yeah,
And
baby.
now a special edition.
For our tens and tens of fans out there.
Tens and tens of excited fans tonight, lining up at their computer screens to check out the blast.
The one fan is on it tonight.
One fan, who, Elmer, or?
No, me.
Oh.
By the way,
you're not
Doc,
a fan anymore. You're a host, right?
I'd like to ask the doctor his first question. Did Jim oversell this to you?
Tens and tens.
Tens and tens of fans, sir. You are going
A
to
lot of
reach
this show is
tens
just
of people.
awkward silence and trying not to make eye contact with the other hosts.
Yeah. We are on live. Awesome. Great show tonight. Sierra, hello.
Howdy.
Howdy.
buddy.
Brett made it. Hello.
Hi.
Hey there, Amy. How are you?
How are you?
Awesome. And my daughter, I'm so happy tonight to introduce my daughter, Crystal, who's going to be joining us right now. Crystal, say hello.
Welcome, Crystal.
Aloha.
Aloha. And tonight, we're having our special edition because of one special guest, the Doctor of Common Sense, E.T. Elmer Williams. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing tonight?
Great, awesome, very
Yeah,
good.
where's our canned applause?
Oh, my canned. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the canned applause. Holy cow.
Hurry up.
Oh,
A day late, $1 short, Brett.
terrible producer
Wait,
here.
let me know when you're ready.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead
Ready?
again.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
And to our special guest, Elmer Williams. There you go. Hey guys, so tonight it was kind of a unique situation. So many people had texted and called me and did everything that I actually got a sponsor for the show tonight.
What?
And it's a paid sponsor.
No.
That I'm thrilled to announce. We have White Privilege Rewards Card is sponsoring us tonight, and it's awesome.
What
because,
What, Jim? What the fuck?
What?
Come out of here. Come out of here.
What? Wait.
Jim, why the hell would you start the show off like that?
What shit is this, Jim?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
E.T., you're not white?
I set that up earlier with him.
Where did you get that graphic, though? That was hilarious, actually.
I don't know, maybe from Sierra or somebody. I saw. Oh, Sierra posted it earlier today.
By the way, I feel guilty even looking at it. So
I snipped everything out and just took the card. And then I texted Elmer and I said, hey, we can give my co-host a heart attack and we can shock the viewers. I said,
Good thing he's a doctor.
Huh? What's that?
Good thing he's a doctor. He doesn't have to have a heart attack. He's good.
I will say when you put that up, I was like, oh Lord, let him set this up with him first. I don't want this going south.
He is quite so sensitive.
No, I thought it was funny shit. I thought it was real funny.
I do. Yeah, I can do some stupid stuff.
Every day.
Yeah, quite a bit. Hey, so Elmer, you want? I heard earlier, Elmer or E.T. What do you prefer?
E.T. is fine with me.
E.T.
Like
so, and T stands for Thomas, obviously, because it's right on the book.
Yeah.
And how I first came in contact or recognized E.T. was on he was driving down the road talking. I'm like, what? And watching this video, I'm like, this dude this is funny shit. And then I immediately told my daughter, and I said, you got to watch this. So for what, now about 2-3 years, Crystal?
Yep.
For 2 or 3
Always
years.
watching his. Yep.
Yeah.
Kept me laughing since 2012 or whatever I started.
Laughing and thinking.
Love it.
And,
Yeah.
And so here's his book, Whatever Happened to Common Sense, on Amazon. And I was looking at that, and I got to apologize because I meant to buy it, and I wanted to read it before we do the show because it's important to me. So
You haven't read it? You're embarrassing. You haven't read it? My God.
I've read most of it, but not my own copy.
I've got a book report on it to share with everyone tonight.
Yeah.
I borrowed a copy from somebody, so I didn't get my own.
Yeah.
But I want to buy a copy, and I couldn't buy it off my phone, so you can get it on Amazon on the computer. And check this out. 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars.
Of course.
Nice
Everybody was digging this book. And it's been out for, what, 3 years now?
Yeah, about 3 years.
Hey, real quick, what motivated the book? I mean,
it's one of those things. Like I was talking to some friends, and we was talking about it, and I always had this saying. I always say, like, whatever happened to common sense is one of those catchphrases that I always said because people are doing dumb stuff every time you watch the news. Some stupid criminal, politicians doing something stupid. And I had a famous saying. I kept saying that, and it was funny because I decided I was going to write the book maybe 10 years ago, and I started. It's not writing is really not my thing. I'll be the first one to admit that I'm not really a writer or anything. So I just put down some of my thoughts. So that's why it seems like it jumps around sporadic on some issues because I just actually speak like most Americans speak. They get pissed off. They get pissed off and they say what's on their mind, not the PC crowd that we deal with most of the time. You see something stupid when we grew up, you would say that don't make any damn sense. You know, that's stupid. And we would just say it. Now I see people trying to be PC correct. So mainly that's what I really got from it. I says every time I see a stupid criminal or a politician or you go to Walmart, I mean, you see stupid things all the time, and you say to yourself like, what possessed a person to do something so damn stupid? And then that's kind of what the phrase came from.
Or you bring up Walmart or wear that at Walmart. I just want to throw that in there. So.
It's crazy. You see some of sometimes me and my daughter was I have a 19-year-old too. And we were in a Walmart one night. I had picked up from work. It was probably about 2 years ago. She was 17, and we were going into Walmart, and I don't know. She got off at like 11. It had to be 12 o'clock at night. We saw some of the strangest people in here, and I'm saying, and me and her looked at each other, and I said, "What in the hell do these people come from this time of night?" I mean, it's like 12 o'clock at night. What in the hell does these people do for a living? I mean, they're in there with house shoes on, a night robe,
Pajama bottoms,
rollers in their head and stuff, screaming and hollering in the store. I'm like, who acts like this in public? You know, nobody acts like this in public. And me and her were laughing amongst ourselves, like, what the hell you get these people from? You know, nothing but Walmart brings out the crazy people. You know.
You know, actually, that just gives me a thought. It's like, wouldn't it be great for maybe some of us, Jim, maybe you and I could do this because we're close to each other, but just go into Walmart, literally go back and buy a couple of like lawn chairs, buy them, go back into the store, sit down with them in an aisle, and just wait.
Do you want to know?
You have that Periscope. If you have Twitter, then you have that Periscope.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll do the show from right there in a Walmart. We'll go live on the phones and.
This is an absolute 100%. I promise you, true story. It has to be because I read it on the internet. No, it really is. Somebody went into Walmart and they had spent maybe 6, 7, 8 hours in the back, and they were cooking meth. Did you read about that?
I remember that story.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm going to ask you, did the manager get fired?
Eventually they got him. So he went over to the camping gear and he got the little propane set up and he brought it over to the thing. And then he started getting all this stuff and started cooking meth at Walmart. They finally got,
like, you wouldn't be able to tell the smell. Like,
Well, what was really weird about it is he was getting all of his product from the pharmacy.
I
So
was gonna
Yeah.
say it was actually the manager of Walmart that was cooking the Met, probably.
exactly, it was.
Probably.
He was in on it. He was
I'm
Selling it
afraid-
to those people with the rollers in their hair.
Exactly.
That's
Oh,
funny.
man.
That's
God,
funny.
we got to do a Walmart show.
No,
No
it-
offense,
this
no
is
offense to
another-
Walmart.
This is, I don't know if you guys saw. It was in Louisiana. It was this one couple had went inside of Walmart. They had raided the store. I mean, I don't know where to get this crowd from, and they actually stole 2 baskets full of groceries. And I'm saying to myself, how in the hell can you steal 2 baskets full of groceries? They didn't even sack the damn groceries. Just rolled through the store, and they finally came. Well, somebody got suspicious of something about them stealing 2 baskets full of groceries. I said, this is insane. Walmart brings us out to crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
We had someone here who had gone over to the TV section, opened up the box, brought it over to the the return center, and said, "This is defective. I want to return it."
Oh,
That's smart. Hey,
I was like, it
idea.
was brilliant. He almost got away with it, but someone actually saw him go over and open the
Yeah.
box. I was like,
Oh,
"This
that's
is defective. I want my money back." It was like $700. I'm like,
Oh my God.
Wow.
When did my
This thing
when
was
did my
open.
mom
I
when
want
did
my
my
money
mom and my
back.
wife go to your town?
That's crazy.
My,
it's your problem.
my mom, I'm gonna be honest, my mom, she got
Don't be
banned.
honest.
She got banned from J.C. Penney and from a furniture store because she would go into the furniture store and she'd buy a sofa, and after about 3 or 4 days or a week, she'd hate it,
Take
and
it
so she
back.
would get it returned.
True story. True
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Doctor, this is about where the banjos start playing, and we just.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I've got 29
Good
aunts and
Lord,
uncles.
good Lord.
I got 29 aunts and uncles and 162 first cousins,
And
and
3 branches on the family tree.
most of them were hillbillies.
Oh, God, that's funny. Hey, but everybody thinks your mom is rich. I bet you when they come to her house, you got all new furniture all the time.
furniture every time. It's like a showroom.
Yeah.
When did you pick that up? Yesterday.
A trailer. She lives in a trailer home.
"Oh, Dad,
Hey,
Yeah.
but I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back, damn it.
Yeah, I'm taking it back.
Oh yeah.
how did we get
So-
off on this tangent?"
I
Elmer,
don't
so-
know, but it was good
Elmer,
opening.
so-
though.
Well, I want to know. Okay, so we're gonna Elmer. So how did you start the videos before you did the book, or how did all this transpire?
Believe it or not, I wrote the book first, and then I tried to send the book and ask anybody to have me on to listen to me, and nobody would ever listen to me. So I said nobody wanted to hear what the hell I had to say.
We know.
So you know what I said? I said that I'm going to make sure somebody listens to me. I don't give a damn if I have to get on the YouTube and shout it to the mountaintops, because I know somebody agrees with what I'm saying, because I think this is absurd.
Amen.
The way the country is going. So I just started running my mouth. I got pissed off about something. And I think the video that actually probably made people start listening. I was at the gym one day. This is a true story. I was at the gym one day. I think it was Bally's was still out then. I think they're all closed down now. And I was inside the gym, and me and these guys got into an argument over liberal crap. It was some about some blacks had rioted some different place, and I told them this is absurd that they went in here and tore up their own damn neighborhood. That doesn't prove any damn thing. And I said, I can't believe these people are still supporting Barack Obama when he means you nothing but harm. So we went back and forth in this argument. So I told the guys, hold on a minute. I'm going to go to my vehicle, and I'm going to make a video on you idiots, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And I'm going to come back in, and I'll post it and stuff. They say you're bullshitting. So I went to my vehicle, and I started screaming out, "The Angry Black Man." That was the name of the video. And I started revving. I said, I can't believe any of these idiots believe in Barack Obama. And I went on this tirade about these stupid blacks who believe in Barack Obama and stupid liberal whites who still voted for him. And I came back in, and I told them, and they couldn't believe I did it. And then all of a sudden it went viral. It went kind of viral after that right then. And it was one of those things. I was just trying to get somebody to open up their ears and listen to some kind of common sense. And so nobody would have me on any shows. So I just kind of just started raging on the internet and got pissed off about it. And some people actually started contacting me and say, I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying. So after that, that's probably was 3.5, 4 years ago almost.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. I think that might have been when I started calling you. I saw the video and I sent you a message on Facebook and I said, if you agree, accept my friend request. And you said, yep, look at my wall. You did. and we obviously have the same mindset. We're friends. I usually say, instead of you say, the people, you know, what have a common sense, I always say, you can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up, you know?
You can't.
I'm going to show a picture real quick. This is a post from Amy today. Let's see. There's 2 posts from Amy today. The other day. She said, "Hey, who wrote my life in my story in one quote? I don't play well with communists, socialists, liberals, jihadists, or Obama supporters." And then,
It's true.
and then she says, there on that bottom one or the right one, when someone you're riding with says Hillary for president, and I
Boot
said,
their ass right up that guy.
that's what she would do. She'd throw him right out the damn
I
car.
don't blame you, Amy. I don't blame you, damn it.
That's
I posted that the other day on my wall. I says, anybody who tells me they're supporting Hillary Clinton, unfriend me right now, damn it.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Amen. I tell you.
Yeah,
So-
I
No,
absolutely.
you have to have both sides. You have to have friends. You can't just be talking to. I'm like, no. Get off my friends list. Don't want to hear you.
You know,
You had your chance. You're still supporting the communists. You're an enemy. Get off my friends
I
list.
know, it's crazy.
I immediately like to respond with, listen, I am all for a woman for president. Absolutely, it's going to happen someday. But good Lord, don't let it be her.
Thank you.
I'm
Holy-
voting for her vagina.
Hey, wait a minute, Brett, wait a minute. Did you just call Hillary a lady?
Oh, my God.
Man, come on.
Exactly.
No lady,
Honestly,
that's a
you got me.
pig.
No,
Hey,
no,
that's a
he's
pig
right.
with lipstick on. That's not a lady.
He's
Come
right.
on.
He's right. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to be surprised to find out that Hillary's actually Bruce Jenner. Anyway,
Exactly.
I know she's too.
Hey,
Bruce
Hillary
Jenner's
used to be
prettier
Henry.
than her. Bruce doesn't wear pantsuits.
Hey,
So-
you wonder why Bill never stays at home. Can you hardly blame him?
Yeah.
Those baby powder blue pantsuits just don't do it for you, huh?
wonder how many times Bill Clinton got home drunk and went, who's that dude in my bed? Oh, it's no.
Oh, well,
Sorry,
he's
honey.
down, he's looking at his hand, he's looking at her, he's looking at his hand, he's looking at her, and he goes to the other room.
Well, Barack does that now. When he goes to bed, he says, "Hi, Mike."
When Barack goes in
Michael.
the bedroom, he drops his gonads in the basket, and then she says, "Bend over, bitch." Sorry, go ahead.
He'd have to have a pair to begin with.
Exactly.
Have a pair.
She's got them clipped.
Michelle is.
T, do you have a favorite in the race, right or left side?
Well, I always tell people that I think most of them are politicians, but right now the only reason, I'm not saying Donald Trump is perfect, but at least he says some shit that I would normally say. You know, if we want the damn border down, at least you're saying what country has a whole border just open up? I mean, if you can't close your own border down, it's called a border for a reason. If we don't have any borders, it's not a damn country. It's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life.
Here's Ken clapping. Thank you.
I'm glad Trump's in there because he's bringing up these issues. I just don't. Talk is cheap, obviously.
Yeah,
and I know
exactly.
he's a businessman, but the things he's saying sound good, but it's just not realistic.
what?
Half of the things he's saying. But
Hey.
I'm glad that he's at least laying the fires under people.
Amy, I would argue this. Talk is not cheap because he is spending a shit ton of his own money to go out and make what you would consider to be a fool of himself, but at least he's getting people to scream. He's getting people to think. He's getting people to look at the issues. He's actually saying we need to deport illegals. What a weird thing.
All right.
I'm glad he's in there, and I'm glad he's talking.
Well, Amy, I agree with you. I hope he's serious about what he says he's going to do because I'm sick of the politicians talking again. I mean, think about this. Nothing happened with Benghazi. Trey Gowdy's been on that for a while. Nothing's happened with the IRS scandal. Lois Lerner have a gated community. She's not doing a damn thing but walking her dog in a gated community. Nobody's went to jail. If you and I had did the things that they do, we would be under the damn jail cell. It's absurd.
Yep.
The things
Out
they're
of
doing with.
the firing squad.
Absolutely correct.
That's true. But I mean, things like we're going to make Mexico pay for the wall. That's. I know they do make a ton of money off us, but they're not going to pay for the wall. Things like, well, we'll just shut up all welfare tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
talking cheap, people want to hear that. It sounds great to the ears because everyone wants that to happen. It's just not possible. I am a disclaimer. I'm a Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is my guy. That's my guy. But I'm glad Trump is in the race.
So Sierra is a millennial. Who are the millennials supporting, Sierra?
Bernie Sanders.
How about you?
No.
Unfortunately, conservative millennials.
She's right, because Bernie Sanders offers free everything. Nobody has to pay for it. It is all free.
We don't. You know
It's
what? Let's
free.
do away with money because everything's going to be free. Nobody's going to need money. We'll just walk
Right.
around and give out handshakes.
Yep.
That's
It's like
that one.
Handshakes and hugs, sweetie. Handshakes. And,
Right?
Hey,
That's all you got to do. You know?
hey, what if you shake Barack Obama's hand or Hillary's hand, and you think that's gonna do you?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, but anybody my age who uses common sense, a lot of the more conservative libertarian millennials really like Rand Paul, simply because he goes maybe sometimes a little bit overboard on the whole Fourth Amendment thing. Right to privacy, we don't listen to anybody, we don't talk to anybody, we all mind our own business. And that's understandable. Like, obviously, a lot of teenagers don't want people listening in on their conversations or reading their texts. But I really like Ted Cruz, simply because he does basically what Donald Trump does, but in a softer way, I guess. Like, he's not politically correct either, but at the same time, he's not, like, abrasive about it. And he does have a history of holding, oh my God, I love Hello Kitty.
Have a Hello Kitty.
Who do you like?
Hello Kitty. Oh my God.
Who do you like?
In pink. I'm so
I gotta
glad
say, he does pull off that hat a lot better than
Listen,
most people.
you guys know where I stand. My old.
This is the only
Go
problem.
ahead.
Hey, I was gonna say this is the only problem I have with the politicians who's already been in office is that none of these people have stopped Barack Obama from doing anything. I always question. I ask people the same question.
Yeah.
Name me one thing they've stopped Barack Obama from doing, and it comes to
Exactly.
zero. They've stopped him from doing
Yeah.
zero.
No, I agree with you. However, he's proven that he's consistently gone to the system, gone against the party. He's took it alone many times. So you can't do it alone. You need the rest of the people. So the rest of them, Ted Cruz is a Tea Party conservative that was voted in. Him and Rand Paul, the only two who actually stood up to the system. I just don't care for some of Rand Paul's policies, and I think he's a little bit too much like his father and the wackadoodle stuff. So I'm not on his train. But Cruz is, you show that picture. He refused to stand up when everyone's clapping, and Obama and all this crap, and he's just sitting down going, "Yeah, fuck you." He went on the House floor talking against Obamacare. He's put forth so many things, but if nobody else is backing him in the House and Senate, he can't do anything. But at least he continues to challenge them, and that's what I like.
Did you hear about the ties that Ted Cruz and his wife have with the organization? I'm sure you've heard about those before, huh?
But
Yes, absolutely.
Have you heard about that?
Right.
I didn't.
He's right.
about,
Doctor, go.
Who?
About what?
Who? Elmer, who?
Go ahead.
I don't know the name. It's this organization. He and his wife supposed to have ties to.
Some
It's
sort
a
of
slippery-
Christian Jesus thing? No, I'm just kidding.
It's like the Illuminati.
No, well, it was some kind of. I guess it's the kickbacks or something they were supposed to be getting. Did you hear anything about that?
No, I actually haven't, so I'll have to look it up.
I think that what it is that his wife is sitting on the board of some company or something that, yeah, I heard something about that. I think it has to do with his wife.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Are you suggesting that Ted Cruz is a politician? Oh!
Well, it's funny because people say things like that, and if they are getting some type of kickbacks, whatever it is, I don't know. I have to look it up. But
It's Goldman Sachs. It's Goldman Sachs is what she
Yes.
was.
yeah, that's what. Okay, I did hear about that. Yes,
Yeah.
but Donald Trump is up there telling you right to your face, I've bought and paid for
Yes.
certain privileges and certain things. And as president, I'm going to do the same thing. So he's still going to get in bed with the Hillary Clintons and the Harry Reids and the, all these people because he can. You know what I mean?
The thing is, does Donald Trump really need Harry Reid or Hillary Clinton now?
Exactly.
Does he really need them?
Exactly.
No.
No, but I'm just saying
Exactly.
with their types, you know what I mean? If you want to get something done,
But
like you
he's
said,
saying
you gotta
that
put the ball.
as a businessman, he said, as a businessman, I did that because I'm a businessman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, the one thing I like about Cruz, more than anything, okay, I fell off the Cruz bandwagon when he started to jump into bed with Obama on that trade deal and wanted to give him fast track. Then I jumped off.
Exactly. Yeah.
But-
I agree.
But he did
I'm
go
on
on
that
the
page
Senate
too.
floor and call Mitch McConnell a liar.
Yep.
That put some money in my bank
And
for
he
him.
is.
Hey, Ted Cruz, if I didn't support Donald Trump, in which I'm not endorsing either one, I would say Ted Cruz is the next candidate because I'm not questioning Ted Cruz's smartness. The guy's brilliant. He's a great debater. He knows how to articulate his points. So I think Ted Cruz is an excellent candidate. But I'm still I'm sorry to be such a stickler for this, but I'm still questioning if Ted Cruz is legal. I know everybody says he is, but if you remember since 1975, they've tried, I don't know, 8 or 9 times to pass a different law in order to say that you have to have more than one parent to be considered as a natural born citizen. Why would people go out their way to do that much if it just means you have to have one parent? So I'm still suspicious of that.
Well, he had dual citizenship, Canada and the United States, and he renounced his Canadian citizenship a while ago, which I guess you can technically run as a dual citizen, but obviously it looks bad because your skin isn't in the game technically.
But
So
I think
he did renounce his
That
That was,
Canadian
that was the
citizen.
whole point. That was the whole point of it, is that they didn't want foreign-born citizens to come in and have an allegiance to another country over the United States.
Oh, you mean like Barack Obama?
Yeah, exactly.
Kinda like him?
We don't even need it.
Well,
I mean, I think if you brought any of the founding fathers back today and saw that Ted Cruz's, his policies, the way he defends the Constitution, I don't think they would be like, oh, yeah, no, only one parent. So personally, I mean, that ship's already sailed. That the horse is out of the barn already. You know what I mean? With Obama,
I think if we
don't even know
brought-
if Ann Donovan is even his mother.
They'd probably have a heart attack looking at what we elected.
But I do have one question though. Okay, if does Barack Obama has one parent that was born in the United States too, right? Wasn't his mother born here?
Supposedly his mother.
Yes,
was.
but she was under 18 when I
Yeah,
think
she
she was
was.
under 18, meaning she wouldn't have been able to transfer citizenship to her son.
Well,
Yeah,
let me say that. Let me say this. I would call technicality on that. I
I
would.
think you have to have lived in the United States for 14 years. That the parent that had become the naturalized citizen had to be. Here for
I think if
14
we can
years.
get Obama ousted on a technicality, I would not be upset by that.
well, I
Yeah,
do
me
agree.
neither.
Barack Obama's birth certificate is not authentic. I mean, anybody knows that by looking at it. The fonts and everything is off on that thing. I mean, it was no such thing as Kenya when they put it on there. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Any amateur could do a better job than whoever did that birth certificate for him. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So true, my friend.
Yeah.
So true.
So yeah, nobody, like it said, that we don't know who his real father is. We don't know who his real mother is. There's been no confirmation. He doesn't have a real social security number. They had social security numbers for someone in Connecticut or something.
But this
we
is
have no idea.
Okay, this is a $1,000,000 question I'd like to ask the panel. Everybody, we all know this, and I'm sure all these smart senators and congressmen know this, that Barack Obama's birth certificate is illegal or is not even valid. Why is he still the president?
Exactly.
Because
That's a great
Republicans
question.
don't want to be known as the party that repealed or what is it called? Impeached the first black president.
But see, this is why
It's all about politics.
This is what I said to somebody who brought that argument. I heard that argument before. I said that if a gigantic black guy breaks in your house and he says, I'm going to rape and kill your wife and your children and everything, would you say, I don't want to shoot this guy because he's black? Or are you going to blow that bastard's brains out? You blow the bastard's brains out. I don't care what color he is. You break in my house, you need to get shot, period. End of conversation.
Absolutely.
If
Yeah, 45 is colorblind.
Hey, Barack Obama has broken into the country. I don't care if he's black or half black or whatever. Bastard needs to go. I mean, he has to go. Period.
Well,
Yes, sir.
PT. Before
Agreed.
when Obama first entered the race and was going up against Hillary, right?
Yeah.
All the black the black liberals on well, at the time it started on MySpace and then we went over into Facebook, right? So at the time they're like, oh come on, he's the whitest black guy we know. He's the whitest black guy we know. You gotta vote for him. You gotta vote for him.
Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing to be a white black guy?
But he's the whitest black guy we know. What does that have to do with anything, right? Then as soon as he got the nomination, right? Then it's all of a sudden like, yo, my nigga, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what? Wait, wasn't he just the whitest black dude you know? And now all of a sudden he's like, boys from the hood. I'm like, what? Like,
that's what's so funny. No, that's the funny part about Barack Obama. I know, that's funny. That's so funny. But he's like a chameleon. He's like a lizard or something. Whatever community he's talking to, he's Irish. He talks to Irish. He acts like he's Irish. If he's black, he talks to the black. If he's Latino, doesn't make any difference. He's the most corrupt politician I've ever seen, and he's even he lies more than Bill Clinton.
Doctor, on that note, when he's talking to Muslims, he speaks in Arabic. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Hillary, with Hillary, they're tired or whatever the hell she said.
She picks up a southern accent.
Exactly.
What was that?
That's what he does.
Southern black slave accent.
Exactly. Now, any blacks who heard her talk should have been insulted that she spoke like that. I mean, come on. It's insulting.
Exactly.
I don't feel no ways tired.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
what the hell is that? I mean, come on. Was she from Jersey? I mean, she's from she has the most Jersey accent. Oh, she's Southern now. Come on.
Yeah, like I said, it's talking like Kizzy from the.
There's Hillary right there. Black dude and lesbian.
What? No, not that there's anything wrong with that. We're not saying. We're just,
There's nothing wrong with it. Just come out and say it.
Let me tell you something, though. I don't care what anybody says. The only reason she got mad at Bill is because he didn't share Monica with her. That's the only reason she was
she was jealous.
True. That is true. By the way, that is true.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. That is so very, very true. Absolutely correct on that. Listen,
So E.T., I want to know, because you say you don't hold any punches on your video, like the other day. I mean, you called her. We were all laughing. You called her a carpet munching heifer, and you.
I got no balls or something. What did you say?
And you got.
I am offended. I represent a lot of cows that do not agree with that.
Now I'm getting it subliminally. See? I don't even need to ask anymore. I got my latte. So what I want to know is, you lost your whole YouTube channel recently within this last 12 months, and you had to put the whole damn thing back together again. What happened? What was their problem?
Yeah.
Well, it was too far. I've got banned off YouTube before. I've probably been banned about 10 times, to be honest with you. They'll take a certain video. They get offended about a certain video, and all these I call them little minions come along. I don't know if you've seen the movies with the little yellow minions. This is what they remind me of. And every time somebody thinks they have a constitutional right not to be offended, and I don't know if anything pisses me off than somebody telling me what the hell to say. So they got upset because I said something about Muslims. I mean, I call them Muslims. I don't call them Muslims because they hate to be called Muslims. So if you want to offend a Muslim, call them a Muslim. It's a play on words because the Nation of Islam calls themselves Muslims. So I like to make fun of them. And they get so pissed off because they're so damn sensitive. So I was making fun of Muslims, and I've got taken off several times before, but this is the one time I got taken off. There was a homosexual who was pretending to be a Muslim. This is the trend. This is the trend they have now. Homosexuals go pretend to be somebody else, and they make you say hateful things towards them, and then they'll go get you banned. This is what they do in social media now. They have all these fake identities. So it was this homosexual who was planning to be a Muslim, and I used to be on this station called CPR. As a matter of fact, the founder of that station is a homosexual, and he was one of the ones who was behind this, believe it or not. So I got into it with them, and so I started insulting Muslims. I started saying they don't take baths, they stink, they're child molesters. I was really trying my best to insult them as much as I possibly could.
You should have told the truth and said that they like to do goats.
Yeah, I said that too. I did say they like to do goats, and they got offended about that. I said they like to hump goats, and they don't even use condoms when they hump goats, by the way. And these are some of the things I said. I didn't think I was being offensive, actually. I
So
thought
that's how they reproduce?
and that's how they
We're just
reproduce.
sharing
Exactly.
facts.
Sharing facts.
Yeah.
And so the homosexuals started attacking me on this one trend, so I started making fun of the homosexuals. And the next thing I know, all this the LGBT and all these homosexuals come out of the woodworks while I was attacking this movement. They were pretending. And the next thing I know, I've been banned for 15 days and 14 days and all this, but they literally stripped down the whole station, took every video off, and shut down the station. They completely shut down the station.
It was gone.
It was gone, completely gone. You couldn't even log in. So, but I have about 4 or 5 backup stations. I had another one called The Truth.
Good man. Good man.
And so I started attacking them on the radio, and everybody starts emailing them and sending them videos, harassing YouTube, literally outraged that they would take down somebody who's just speaking their mind. They didn't prove I had made any lies up. It was nothing but the truth, and they took me down. And after all the outrage with people on YouTube and Facebook, they were so outraged, YouTube decided to do the right thing and put the station back up.
Good for them.
So did they but all of the videos that you had previously, they didn't go away and get lost, right?
No, see, what they do is when they shut down your station, it takes a while for those to disappear. What they do is they can shut it down. I don't know if it's a button or something they hit, but it completely shut. So whenever they reactivate it, all those videos come back. But they do what they do is they block all. When I upload videos now, if you don't go to my station, all my 85,000 subscribers don't see it. They have to literally come to the station. So what they do is they do the trend like they do on Facebook now.
Yep.
If you post something, they block you from your subscribers from seeing it. So this is how they call themselves punishing me. They don't let my subscribers see it now once I post it.
You know what?
You should just post it on Facebook so let everyone see it there.
Yeah.
Now think about it. Think about it like this, though. We actually have a couple of major YouTube and Facebook both. We have a couple of life-changing websites. I mean, we're talking about websites. These are not where reality exists. I mean, these are thoughts from people. It's a sharing. Where do they get off?
Yeah.
Where do they get off telling you or I or any of us what we can and can't say? It's not their job to do that. Right. Now, do you think they will lose revenue? I mean, if you're already advertising on YouTube or Facebook, if you are using that as a forum to put your product out there, your come to market, as it were. Mm-hmm. Listen, if I have a web page up there where I'm talking about stuff that people don't like,
they can turn it. Just turn it.
Right.
Where do you get off blocking me?
Exactly. See, but you know,
why are you guys doing it?
That's the problem is we don't have a First Amendment right anymore. It's that the government wants that net neutrality deal that Barack Obama signed is that they want to tell you what to say, how to think, when you can wipe your ass, and how much toilet paper to use. I mean, it went to another level. I mean, they want to tell you how many times you can go to the restroom. Like, you've been twice already, Brett. You can't go again.
I know.
I don't want you to go to the restroom.
By the way, if I'm in New York, I cannot drink a 32-ounce Coca-Cola while I'm doing it.
No, that's very offensive. And
cannot.
See, they may start telling, I forgot what Crystal, they may start telling Crystal, hey, you shouldn't be enjoying things in Hawaii. It's too pretty down there. You can't enjoy things in Hawaii. We may start wanting to do something to stop you guys from even enjoying yourself, going to the beach too much. You can't go to the beach this much.
Right.
Anytime you start telling people they can't say things or are you oppressing their thought, it's always a dangerous thing. Even if I don't agree with a racist or whoever, I don't go and try to get them shut down. I mean, people have a right to listen if they want to listen, or you have a right not to listen if you don't want to listen. I don't understand why people try to shut people up. It means that they're not confident in whatever they're thinking or their thought process because they have to shut you down.
You know what I find?
Yep, sheeple. Bunch of sheep.
What I find interesting about what you just said, though, is shutting people down. It's like, you know what? I want the stupid. Yeah. And stupid has no color, by the way.
It's exactly right.
Stupid has no color. You know what? I want stupid.
Yeah, it does, in the form of a rainbow.
I want stupid to shout as loud as they can on social media. I want to hear it because I can identify it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Exactly.
Show us.
Well,
Do
here's
not
the
block,
thing.
don't block smart. Don't block clever.
Right.
You
So
show
a
it
lot
all.
of these, but a lot of conservatives, a lot of these people have been saying for the last year and stuff, their response to the gay community and all of this kind of stuff is, hey, I thought you guys were the tolerant ones. You wanted to be tolerant. And I'm like, no. Stop arguing that. They don't talk about being tolerant anymore. They talk about taking over.
They don't have to.
About
Yeah,
tolerant.
they don't have to be
They
tolerant
want to take
anymore.
over.
You're right. You're exactly
they
right,
use the
Jim.
women's bathroom because they think they're a woman. I'm going to use the women's bathroom. Well, if I have a daughter, I don't want her in there with some man using the restroom just because he's dressed in a lady's dress.
Christopher,
The transgender show is hysterical.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
Around stuff.
Krista brought up an interesting point. I don't know if you remember the 6'4" WWF wrestler who was at Planet Fitness who wanted to go in the women's restroom. If I see a 6'4" man going in the same restroom with my daughter, I'm going to jail. I'm sorry. I'm going to jail.
Yep.
I don't want you in the same restroom with my daughter. It's absurd.
Not
it's absurd.
okay. Yep.
We did a segment on our show.
The bathroom that was started here in Massachusetts, we were the first ones to try and start, the whack job to try to pass it here. And I said, it had nothing to do with transgendered people or homosexuals. It had to do with the fact that there's so many pedophiles out here. If you don't think that they're not going to use that as a cover to go into little girls' bathrooms and shower rooms and things like that, you're freaking crazy. Of course they're going to, and they already even started. So I don't care if you want to lop off your junk, lop off your junk. Don't expect me to pay for it, and don't pretend. Don't ask me to call you, Mary, because you're not. You're not Mary.
It's exactly. But this is the thing. Even with like the Caitlyn Jenner thing right there, I say when you have a menstruation, come talk to me about being a woman. If you didn't have a menstruation, you're not a damn woman. And I don't care. I don't care what they do in their own home. I don't care what they do in their own home. I always tell people, you can be gay, go in your own home. Stop ramming it down our throat, though. I don't want to see the.
Yeah.
Why do I have to agree with you? I don't want to have to agree with you.
What? Yes. You're not allowed to have a different opinion on it.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
So one of the topics I was going to bring up tonight a little bit was this the gender neutral thing. Target is now taking away...
What are you doing, Dad? Being PC over there?
What?
Trying to be PC about it? We're all cool with it. Call it what it is.
No, I'm saying Target.
What'd you call it?
Target.
No, the transgender thing. You tried to make it all trans neutral or whatever the hell. Just call it what it is.
Shut up,
all the
go to your
idiots
room.
trying to be something they're not.
Go to your room.
I did read this story. They wanted to go gender neutral. There's no such thing as men or women anymore.
Did you guys see that? Target wants to go gender neutral on all their toys. Yeah. They're taking away the boys and girls.
Yeah.
Now think about that. Think about that, Jim. Target says they want to go gender neutral. Think about this. If a little boy who wants to be a little girl wants to go buy a Barbie doll, go to the damn girls aisle and buy a Barbie doll. If a girls aisle. If a little girl wants to buy a G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, she can go to the boys aisle. Yep. Why do we need to try to put it all together? Just go to the damn aisle that has it on it. Like if I want peanut butter, I go to the peanut butter aisle. I don't have to go. I'm gonna get offended because the peanut butter is not in the fish aisle. How stupid is that?
So why are you separating peanut butter and jelly? They should be together.
Exactly.
Well, I feel sorry for all of these dudes who went through all the surgeries and stuff to become a chick. Yeah. Now all of a sudden everyone's trying to be PC, going, wait, you're not really a chick. Yeah. And you're like, wait a minute, I wanted to be though.
And he wakes up in the morning and said, wait a minute, I got rid of it.
I got rid of it for no reason. Now you're telling me I'm gender neutral? I wanted to be a girl.
Yeah. Another question.
All I hear in my head with that one is, Jim, is son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Sarah, what's the question?
So I have a question. Okay. So liberals all of a sudden are like, oh, gender doesn't matter. Gender's not a big deal. Okay, so if gender doesn't matter, why do we need a female president?
Thank you.
And what's more, if you take gender out of the equation, what does Hillary have to stick? Elect my giant president. Like, nothing, they need to not do this until after the elections because they are hurting Hillary Clinton right now.
Mm-hmm. Good.
She's not gonna be. She's not gonna be the nominee. I wish she would, because I would love to see her destroyed. I'd love to see her rocking in a corner and having to go to the funny farm because we
That
totally
is the only
destroyed her.
reason that I
I mean,
want
I
to see
would love
Donald
to
Trump
see that. Talking to
as the
herself, but she's not going to be the nominee.
No, I don't think she is either. No. I don't think so.
It's going to be
You
Joe
think it'll be
Biden. They're going to make him out to be this military hero. You know, his
Oh.
son died. The military. They're going to use all that crap.
Hey, but it's going to be fun if Joseph Biden is going to, if it's going to be the president. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, women better watch out, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The villages.
Biden
You see
coming
that
to
one
the
when
White
he's
House.
drunk? You see the one when he's drunk in the villages and he's drunk and he's
Oh.
dancing around the villages. The friendliest. If you haven't seen it, you got to look it up. Joe Biden drunk singing the villages.
Oh my God! I bet that's funny.
You got to post
This
that,
is going to
Amy.
be our president. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Uncle Joe.
You can't make this shit up.
Amy, you need to post that right there. I haven't seen that video.
You haven't seen that? Oh, good. I will post that. I'm going to post that. I'm going to look it up right now while we're talking. Hysterical.
I must admit, Joseph Biden says what most liberals are thinking.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's what I like about Donald Trump.
Exactly. He says what we're thinking sometimes.
I'm gonna say it.
There is being smart without a filter, like Donald Trump. He has no filter, but he says things people want to hear. There's being stupid without a filter, and that is the epitome of Joe Biden. He should stop himself from saying what he thinks because his IQ is that of a small woodland critter,
I don't think they
and he does not think anything through.
Hey, I don't think they can stop Joe Biden. I don't think they can stop him. I mean,
Yeah, they can't. That's why they just took him off, period.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, where do you want me to post this? Because I found it. You got to see this. You got to see it.
I know. I want to see that.
Sooner than later.
Do you want it on the blast, or do you want it,
Throw it on the blast page.
I'm going to say liberals next president.
Oh, no.
So,
I love being able to think
We're
that
gonna
I'm
go there and
smarter
take a
than
look
the
at it.
president.
So, Elmer. All right, we got more
Now
for
posted.
All right, we got more for ET. ET.
Uh-huh.
You do how many videos do you do a week on average?
I usually average. I probably average anywhere from 3 to 5 a day. I
day?
usually do a day. Yeah. And sometimes on weekends I may do 7. It depends.
And you
it
post
depends.
all of them.
I post all of them because sometimes I'm driving and I get a thought, you know, sometimes me and my kids will be riding with me. As a matter of fact, they're in another room. We'll be riding or something, and I'll get a notice. I say, that's so stupid. I'm listening to the radio. I may pull over to the side of the road and just start doing a damn video because I get pissed off about something. It's kind of my outlet, you know. I just express myself whenever I get pissed off.
It's
So how
better
do you
than
do
throat
this?
punching random people at Walmart. It's a lot cheaper.
How do
That's
you
for
do this?
damn sure.
You got a camcorder hooked up
Well-
in front. How do you record them
Well,
when you're
see,
driving?
I
My
can't,
question
I
is,
can't say it. I can't say it on the air because if I
Okay.
say
No.
it,
No,
it'll be-
no, no,
Oh,
no.
because it's illegal.
Hey, by the way, hold on. Let me answer for the doctor right now. Jim,
Yeah.
here's how he does it. He actually has somebody in the car that's leaning forward with the phone, the camera,
Yeah.
in their hand, and they're leaning forward. Now, by the way, that person is seat belted in properly.
Yeah,
legally.
exactly.
They're leaning
And
forward,
old enough to sit in
and
the front.
they're absolutely correct. They weigh the right amount. The airbag is on,
Exactly.
and he is traveling the proper rate of speed as well.
No doubt about it.
And absolutely, and they're just filming it right there, and it makes it look like it's all Hollywood, guys.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Brett, you got it. buddy. I'm
Hollywood.
telling you.
Now I'm
Hollywood.
going to say this. I'm going to say this right in front of everybody because everybody who knows me personally already knows it's true anyways. But I
He's
get
not going to
flipped
be
off.
surprised.
I get flipped off probably more than anybody I've ever seen because I'm using my laptop when I'm driving on my lap, but I put the damn thing up so I can see the vision is straight
Oh,
up.
God.
Tell them about your ticket.
Oh,
I
God.
don't get a ticket for that.
Your ticket for no seatbelt.
Oh well, all right. So what I
Or
did
did
was
you not have a seatbelt on?
what I did
Oh, he
was
has a seatbelt on.
I pulled up. I
You put it
pulled
on.
up, and there was a cop sitting in the gas station to the right, and I had my laptop on my steering wheel. And I looked over, and I didn't want him
On
to
his
see
lap.
it, so I slammed it down, and I put it over quickly put it over like this on my right hand seat. as I'm turning the corner. He pulls me over within 1 second and goes, "You weren't wearing your seatbelt." No, yeah, I was. And blah, blah, blah. So we go back and forth about all this. And he goes, "You looked over at me and went like this, like you just put it on when you saw me." And I couldn't tell him, no, I was grabbing my laptop off my lap and putting it over on the seat.
Talking about driving to endanger.
The point is,
like, oh, the cops are bad.
the point is that the cop is a liar,
Funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
right?
Yeah, well, the cop was lying, but,
He's the
but
liar.
I was
He's
motioning
you
like
didn't have
that.
your seatbelt on.
He looked at me and he goes, "You looked at me like you were doing something wrong." Now, if that story can lead into something, though, I used to say that the way to stop gangs is, if I'm an LA cop, I'm going to line up all the gang members in a big parking lot. I'm going to tell the leaders to step forward and say, "You still want to be a gang? You still want to be the leader?" Yes. And I'd shoot him in the head. Then I'd go, "The next group, step forward. You want to be the leader? You still want to be the leader?" Yeah. Shoot him in the head. That's what my thought philosophy really was. I believed
That's
in
a
that.
good idea.
And I had it.
Hey, Jim, I like it. I like it.
Me too.
It's not bad. Hey, by the way, Jim, here's the thing. Can we start with Congress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm being
You still
serious
wanna be
though.
the
This is about the movie I just saw last night out in Compton. Okay.
You did not. Oh, don't tell me about it. I cannot wait to see
No,
that.
so
I
here's
swear to
what I'm-
God, if you spoil it, Jim, we will
No.
not be friends.
No. So here's all I'm going to say is there was a guy from North Carolina. This black guy from North Carolina. He's sitting in the gym with me and watching practice. I'm coaching basketball practice, and he's nodding, yeah. So he comes up afterwards. His name Tim Evans. He was a police officer. We got to be really, really close friends. He coached with me. Crystal, he coached you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Coached
coached
with
me.
Okay. So
Well,
long
what
story
other kids did you coach that he coached?
Well, I don't know. So anyways,
Weird.
I'm telling Tim, because I coached the other teams after you were gone.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm telling Tim my philosophy, and he's a police officer, and he looks at me and he goes, "You're the problem." I go, "What? I'm the problem. I got the solution." He goes, "No, you're the problem." And he goes, "Let me ask you something." He goes, "You know your next door neighbor?" And I said, "Kinda." He goes, "You know the people 3 houses down?" I said, "No." He goes, "You know the people around there?" "No." And he says, "When we were growing up,
Yeah.
Mrs. Jones around the corner knew my family, and Mrs.
Yep,
Smith
right.
did.
Yeah.
And we
Right.
had accountability, because if I was acting up, I'm going to get my ass whooped by my mom or
Yep.
dad, because Mrs. Jones knew I was acting up." He goes, "That's the problem, is people don't talk to each other anymore. We're not holding each other accountable."
It's true.
So
That's true.
last night, I go to watch that movie out of Compton. And I know NWA, and you hear all that stuff, and the gangster rap and all of that. And years ago, you're thinking,
It was
wow,
about
that's-
community.
That's pretty, well, you're thinking, man, that's pretty harsh, man. They're sitting there, cop killer and stuff like that. How the hell do they think that way? Well, what I saw in the movie, I get it now. I get why they thought that way, and all they were doing was writing down what they saw every day when they woke up, and I don't blame them now. But
Amen.
I have 2 thoughts about it. What do you think about that, E.T.?
Well, I can tell you, I know a lot of people who's been involved in a lot of bad things before, and some of them, and that's the mentality. You talk to them, they actually, some of them do think like that. But this is what I always tell them. I understand sometimes that there are bad cops and sometimes there are bad people, but this is not the root of the problem. I always tell people the root of the problem is not just bad police officers. If anybody thinks there's no bad police officers, you're only kidding yourself. It's obvious there's bad police officers. But I always tell them, how are you planning on solving the problem? But you're right when you make the point, Jim, that everybody knew the neighbor. My neighbor around the corner when we were growing up could beat my ass, and my mom and dad would probably beat my ass again when I got home. It was no big deal. But the thing is that now I always tell them, is your way working for you? If you keep saying that I have a problem, like if I get a shotgun wound to the head and I stump my toe and I go to the emergency room, I don't want them working on my stump toe. I want to get worked on my shotgun wound to the head. The shotgun wound to the head is the gang violence and the teenage pregnancies in the black community and the inner communities. This is what causes the problem. They're breeding these types of issues in those neighborhoods. And I can understand if you grow up in that neighborhood and that's all you know. And I always tell them, don't you want a way out? Do you want to just stay in those neighborhoods, or you want to now? You must admit, if you're born and you're 15 years, if from the time you're a kid to you're 15, and that's all you see, your mentality is a whole lot different than somebody actually who had a parent who tried to raise them. I understand that, but I always tell them, when you become an adult, there's some responsibilities that you have to take responsibility for. And the thing that I think outraged me more than anything else, Jim, is that we have a lot of intelligent people, activists, and including the President of the United States and all these congressmen and senators. They know how to solve the problem. The problem is nobody's trying to solve the problem. The problem is not only do we have gang violence in the neighborhoods, not only do we have crime in those inner city neighborhoods, we can stop pretending and magnifying and saying is one instance, whether it be Mike Brown, or Trayvon Martin. If they think that is the main issue in the black community, when I go talk to real gang members in inner cities, they're not saying that, because when they're off the cameras, when they're not talking to cameras, you know what they say? I know damn well I'm more afraid of this guy down here on the street corner than I am a police officer. They'll tell you off the camera. On the camera, they never tell you that on the camera, because they know how it goes in the neighborhood. You can't say that. But off the cameras, they'll say, I'm not afraid of the police officer really stopping pulling me over, but I am afraid of this guy down the street carjacking me, or somebody else in this other gang shooting me because I got on the wrong colors or something. That's what the fear comes in. And if anybody tries to say that it's different, I always tell them it's laughable. When you go to the neighborhoods, this is what they're really scared of. They're not scared of police officers. That's a myth they do with the activists when they get on TV. And they do this strictly because they know how to conjure up these type of things. And Barack Obama, this is what makes me so mad about Barack Obama and the other politicians. They know this is not the problem. Al Sharpton knows it's not the problem. Sheila Jackson Lee knows it's not the problem. And all these people know this is not the solution. We're never going to solve the problems in inner communities by putting Band-Aid wounds on the real problem. The real problem is they have absentee fathers. When I grew up, we didn't have the same problem in inner communities with minorities and things. Now, it's rampant everywhere else, but I think it plays itself out more in a community where the father is absent. Anytime you have a father around, kids are more. My mom whooped me a whole lot more than my dad whooped us, but I feared my father a whole lot more than I feared my mom. I'm just it's part of the nature.
Wait till your dad gets home.
Exactly. Wait till your dad gets home. That's what they always said. And my dad could just. My little brother was a big guy. He's about 6'4". 300 pounds. But if my mom said my dad was going to whoop his behind, he almost started crying just from the mere fact that my dad was going to do something to him. They have all these kids now being raised without a father. So the gang members are their fathers, or these drug dealers are their fathers, and this is what you get in these inner communities, and it breeds itself like this. It's almost like a wild kingdom almost.
And by the same token, if you are growing up in one of those communities, you have to almost expect that the cops are going to think that you're as bad as everyone else. You know what I mean? If you grew up in that community, if you're in that community, you're a 15-year-old boy and you're running around at night, you could be a great kid.
Yeah.
But everyone else in that neighborhood might be bad. They might be gang members. You have to expect the cops are going to automatically assume first that you're a gang member, that you might be a bad kid. So if you're a good kid, shut up, be respectful, and just let the cops do their job, and then walk away with your life instead of you didn't do anything wrong, you just shot a cop.
Yeah. And believe it or not, there are actually some good kids in the neighborhood, and they don't hang out with them. They're the outcasts in the neighborhood, speaking correct English, trying to go to school, get good grades and stuff. There's kids in the inner community that does this, and they're also I think this is a myth that America always pretends as if all of these kids was raised from an impoverished neighborhood. I know kids who was raised in actually a good home and they actually did the wrong thing. There's some kids who was raised in good homes and do the wrong thing. Not all kids who was raised in bad homes do bad things, but not all good kids who were raised in a good home do the right thing. The penitentiary or the jailhouses are full of people who had good, loving parents and they still did the wrong thing.
Again, I will jump in and say one thing: stupid has no color.
Exactly right.
Stupid has no color. It just doesn't. You know what? There's plenty of folks on every side of this issue that just don't get it, and I don't understand it.
You know, Brett, this is the problem. You know, I think the problem is, like, we become so PC correct. I think this is like, it's part of the problem is being PC correct. When somebody's doing something stupid, damn it, won't you just say, that's stupid? Because when I was growing up, if I was doing something stupid, my dad would say something like, boy, you're stupid. Cut that stupid crap out. You know, but now the kids got to be, no, how does Jimmy feel today? I don't give a damn how Jimmy feels. What Jimmy doing is wrong. Who gives a damn how he feels? How you feel about Sally about burning down the house? No, beat Sally's ass. I mean, it's the most absurd thing I've ever seen. And this whole PC culture that we keep having. Do you feel like being like a boy? Feel like being a boy today, Jimmy? Hell no, Jimmy. You have a ding-a-ling. You're not a boy. I mean, you're not a girl. I mean, it's the most absurd thing. We become so PC correct that we keep on dressing up everything. We have to.
There's always a reason behind them doing what.
Exactly. Yeah. It's crazy.
There's always a reason for it.
Hey, by the way, on a nostalgic note for all of us on the panel tonight, do you guys remember when we used to get to call crazy crazy?
Exactly.
Remember that?
Exactly.
We used to call crazy crazy, and it was like, oh, hey, I'm Napoleon. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I came up with a little thread that said,
I'm a girl. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I came up with a little argument that said, everyone is so upset about the word retarded. When you use the word retarded, you're a retard. You're retarded. Yeah. And everyone gets offended by that, right? It's so offensive. It's so hurtful. But I would never make fun of someone who was born that way. And like Jim's granddaughter, shaken baby syndrome. I would never make fun of a child like that. I would never make fun of something that was a bad thing that happened. That's not the context. And if people can't differentiate between the context,
then they're stupid.
You are choosing. If you still vote for Barack Obama and you plan on voting for Hillary, you are choosing to be mentally retarded.
I agree with
that's a conscious choice that you're making.
That's the thing, Amy. Nobody wants to say that. People always say, "Well, you can't attack." I was talking to a guy. I forgot his name. I was on his show, and we were talking about being PC correct, and he was talking about. He says, "Man, you open my eyes up." I say, if I talk to whites, I talk to whites the same way I talk to blacks. I don't try to differentiate between.
Why can't we all do that?
Who gives a damn what color you are? Yes. People are so caught up on damn color. I'm so sick of it, to be honest with you. When I'm talking to whites, I talk the same way when I talk to blacks. And when I'm talking to blacks, I said the same thing. I was talking to I can't remember his name. We were doing a show, and I said, he says, don't get offended with this, ET. He says, I want to qualify. I'm not a racist. I said, hold on a minute, stop.
I am.
I said, stop. What do you mean? I said, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Al Sharpton? What are you qualifying your statement for? I'm not a racist. I said, just what I told him. I said, do I tell you I'm not a cow? I don't have to tell you I'm not a freaking cow, because you know I'm not a cow. If you're not a racist, don't qualify it with me. Tell the truth. Who gives a damn who gets mad about it? Because stupid people always get mad at the truth. You can't fix stupid. You just can't.
Now, to be clear, when Elmer and I came up with this little white privilege rewards card thing today, I asked ET. I said, "Would you be okay with doing this?" I didn't say, "Hey," I didn't try to qualify like, "Hey, I want to let you know that I'm not really this way," but I just said, "Hey, I laugh at shit." I told him I laugh at everything, including myself. Would this be too much for you? But I'm digging it because I laugh at everything.
You know what? I'm an equal opportunity hater. I make fun of everybody.
Exactly.
Like, if I haven't made fun of you, sit down, be patient. I will get to you.
Exactly. Exactly. If you can't make fun of yourself, I'm serious. You just too damn. I make fun of I misspell words. I'll mispronounce a word. I'll make fun of my damn self. And then liberals get mad when they make fun of me, and I'll just make fun of myself with them, and it makes them even madder. I don't give a damn about you making fun of me. Who cares?
Liberals end up frothing at the mouth when they have an argument with me, because I end up, I don't care. I don't care what they think. I don't care how they feel. I don't care about their opinion. I don't care about if they don't like words. I don't care, and I just like, you want to call me a, you want to call me a cunt? Oh, okay, I'm a cunt. I don't care.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't care.
I'm sorry, what?
Well,
you're breaking up. You're breaking up there. You're breaking up there.
Amy's not being 100% truthful.
No, why not?
Because probably 4 or 5 times a week she says on her Facebook posts, "I should throat punch you for that."
That's usually when they're disrespecting disrespect. Words don't really bother me.
By the way, if Amy lost a friend for every time she said unfriend me if you don't like the what the fuck I said,
She
would have like
in-depth
negative
friends.
1,000 friends.
She would owe
Being
Facebook
negative.
friends.
But you know what? I have 1,000 in weight, so
I know
you don't
you do.
like it.
I know you do.
Boom, I got 1,000 people
But
waiting
see,
to
you
join
know what?
me.
If
I
more,
know you do.
hey, if more people was like Amy says, I don't give a damn if you get offended about something I said. Notice though, Amy, they always get offended, but they never says you're not telling the truth. They just say I'm offended. Who gives a damn if you're offended? I don't give a
You
damn if
hurt
you're
my
offended.
feelings.
Amen.
exactly.
Yeah.
And your
I
point
didn't ask you if you were offended, Cupcake. Like, I didn't want your opinion anyway.
Okay, and they always try to pull up the C word on all the I'm like, okay. So
by the way,
I've been called worse by better, buddy. So
I love the
Try
word
again.
cupcake. Oh, cupcake.
Do we
That's
have a few minutes now? Elmer gave us an hour. Do we have a few minutes to do the pop-ups?
Go ahead.
No, you got to go.
No, go ahead. I can give you about 10 more minutes. The kids are just anxious to go. I got to go take them somewhere. We're going to get ice cream.
Okay. We're gonna do.
I want to be one of Elmer's kids. I want ice
I know,
cream.
right? I'm not
At night, yeah.
E.T. I ain't going for ice cream. Come on.
Come on, man. Everybody
Okay.
go.
Okay.
So the pop-ups, you're gonna ask him to what he thinks about them.
First, Elmer, E.T. Just like the first thing that pops into your head in 5 words or less. When you
Okay.
see the
I don't
picture.
know.
I feel like the 5 words or less is going to be a very loose rule here.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Can you see the screen on there?
I can't,
You can't see it.
I can't see it. Is that Hillary?
Yeah, that's Hillary. Yeah.
Wait.
No, wait,
Good guess.
wait a minute. I thought that was a goat's ass. That's Hillary.
Here you go, goat's ass.
Goat's ass with lipstick on. That's what I thought that was.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, honestly, can you see the picture or no?
I can see it barely at the small part, and I can see it a little bit over behind you. Is that it behind you
so
now?
remember before we started the show, I mentioned about clicking the box.
Down below.
Since there's
Let me
no,
click
since
Yeah.
there's click the box. where
Okay,
that
I just
picture
clicked. Okay, I got you now. Okay, I was up
I
there.
had my 5
Okay,
words.
this
Dumbass
right
motherfucker.
here, this
we go.
expression right here means that I just farted. I think that's what I'm hearing. Just farted, and it stinks, by the way, and it stinks.
All
All right, so these 5 words or less is Elmer only, E.T. only. All right.
Okay. When I get from that, emission gas is killing global warming. That's what I'm getting from the cat.
Okay. Now, what I did here, for if you could watch this, I had Hillary, and after that, I had that's carpet. I had carpet munching heifer.
That's pretty damn good, Jim. That's
That's
pretty
what
damn
I thought you were
good.
going to say.
All right.
How
Oh
do you know
God,
that's a heifer, not a cat?
I missed that. I missed that one too.
Okay.
I think of a 12-incher when I see this.
Okay.
Oh,
2
you
inches,
did.
right?
No,
2
you
inches.
did.
Those are
Oh.
12
those are 2 different pictures.
Would-
And by the way, just because totally off the subject, but did you see the picture came out a year or 2 ago about Doc Rivers when he was at basketball practice and he had that boner hanging way out there? Did you ever see that?
No,
would
no,
now
no.
be a good time to take a cigarette break because I don't want to be here for your talk of women with penises.
All right. Well, Doc Rivers had one at a basketball practice. It was pretty
Oh,
funny.
you kidding? You're free.
No, he did too.
No,
It wasn't big as Michelle's though. I guarantee.
He's
you.
right.
Yeah.
It happened.
She's a man, baby.
Here
I
we
think-
go.
Man.
I think that he's about to say. When I see this picture, I actually think of him saying, "Reggie Love, are you coming?"
Hey,
Are you trying to jumpstart a vomit? What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
he's missing him some Reggie Love.
I gotta sit back up. Oh. Almost fell out.
I think of we need to qualify you, Ted. That's one thing.
All right.
Now hold on. Can I say one thing right here?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would like to just say that everybody.
Hey, you didn't even watch.
Because the picture that you showed me is not the picture. Now
I'm thinking
that's the picture.
LGBT.
Okay. Now, E.T., what Brett was trying to get at was that last week we were talking about Ted Cruz says all the right things and does all the right things. He says
But his delivery is horrible.
His delivery is very gay-like.
You
It's
horrible.
You didn't watch the thing I posted, did you?
It was impressive. He was
From
impressive.
CPAC. Brett didn't watch it though.
Listen.
Brett didn't watch it.
He was less gay than normal.
Right, exactly.
Oh, golly.
All right.
I think of Maggie being the damsel and this nasty, mean Donald Trump, this billionaire. He's I mean, he's nothing but a chauvinistic pig.
Even though she posed like in all these naughty photographs and everything.
When I see Black Lives Matter, I start thinking about Chicago and Ferguson of this weekend. When all the blacks were killed by the blacks is what I think about when I see that.
Okay.
Black lives need to start mattering to black people.
Here's what I want to do. Every single time I see that sign, I want to add one word to the bottom of it. I want to add the word "when."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With the
when a white guy kills it, Black Lives Matter to the activists.
Yeah, it's like when.
Honestly, though, I mean, to everybody sitting here, it's like, are we literally living in a world right now where we're suggesting that certain people are more important than others? And by the way, and of course we are. I mean, politicians think they're better than us. I mean,
I say that Dr. Martin Luther King would be rolling over in his grave right now.
The Holocaust would have been stopped a lot earlier if we had some people holding up signs that said Jewish lives matter.
Exactly. Why do we need to say that? Of course. Oh my God! Why would you do that?
No!
Come on now! I gotta eat, man. I'm not gonna be.
I was gonna bring this one up too.
That doesn't turn me on, Jim. Come on, man.
All right, but can you believe she's
the reason I'm not gay. She's how I actually feel certain that I don't like women.
Hey, I almost turned gay by looking at that right there. I'm telling you, man.
First of all, she's
by the way,
she has no more period blood.
Oh, here we are.
Elmer's got to get off. So let's finish this.
I think about some of my relatives who I had made fun of with the Dallas Cowboy fans, because even though some Dallas Cowboy fans are okay, some can be obnoxious. I must admit.
Oh, wait a minute. You're from Houston.
What?
No, but see, believe it or not, I'm a Texan. When I grew up, I was an Oilers fan.
Oilers.
Oh,
Warren Moon.
Earl Campbell, man.
What team do you edge towards now?
Well, I know this is gonna get me a lot of trouble, but besides the Texans, because I'm from Texas, but I'm still a fan. I actually like New England. I know I shouldn't say that.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh boy, I know I liked you for a reason, E.T. I knew I liked you for a reason.
I actually like Tom Brady. I'm sorry, I do. I actually like Tom Brady.
No. You know what? Jimmy Garoppolo is where it's at. Like, he's going to be taking Tom Brady's job here in a week.
I like the Eagles, but I like them better when what's his name, the coach they ran off.
The Chargers.
When they made the playoffs every year when the other coach, the fat guy who was the coach.
Listen, I'm gonna be a little clandestine with this next statement, but every time you say Tom Brady, there's somebody in Boston and there's somebody in Idaho that get a little bit rainy.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like Tom Brady. I'm biased toward Garoppolo.
Now, I only put the Eagles on here because they just picked up DeMarco Murray, and I was thinking you might be a Cowboys fan.
Oh, well, you know what? I actually like the Eagles. I'm not opposed to the Eagles. I actually like the Eagles.
All right. What about Tim Tebow?
You know, as a person, I like Tim Tebow, but I told people that he wasn't going to make it as a professional quarterback. Yeah. Even though I like the guy, I didn't think he had the skills to do it.
That's what
I'm almost done. Wait. We've got one more after this.
I like Ben Carson, but I think he's going to have to get a little tougher. I think he's a smart guy, but I think he's going to get a whole lot tougher. He has to be a whole lot tougher.
I don't like the whole vaccine thing. He wants to make it mandatory.
I don't like the vaccine thing either.
I want to know, can a doctor be a president?
Well, you know,
hell yeah!
I'm not the doctor of common sense. Can you be president?
I'm not running right now, but so I don't know if he can make it. I cannot be the president. But I tell you one thing. I guarantee you that the Muslims in all these other countries wouldn't like us if I was the damn president. We'll close the damn thing down for sure, and I would lock up Barack Obama's ass. I would lock him up.
And
All
good
right,
night,
so
everybody.
that's what we
All
do.
right.
Doctor,
thank you very much.
Hey, it was
Thank
great.
you.
Great. I thank
Awesome.
you guys. Hope to do it
Thank
again.
you so much. Hey,
Okay.
listen, everybody. Good
All right,
night.
everybody, wait, everybody stay on for just 1 second. Everybody, good night there. Stop the broadcast.